Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Salsya Restiy, and in this video we will talk about 3 genres of text. We will start with recount text, and then procedure text, and the last is descriptive text. Okay, we will start with the definition of all the 3 genres, and then we will discuss and analyze each the example of each text. Let's start the definition about all the 3 genres. The first one is recount text. What is recount text? So recount text is a text that tells the readers about past events. Maybe can be an experience, accident, or activity that happened in the past. So the main keyword in this text is past events, past experiences, past accidents, and etc. And the second one is procedure text. So basically this text is a step-by-step instruction for you, the reader, to do or make something. So it can be a text that have a list of sequence of actions or steps. And the last is descriptive text, which is the text that describe a specific person, place, animal, or thing in specific detail. It paints a picture with words so the reader can visualize the subject in their mind if there's not picture provided in the text. So I will provide you with a mind map to what we will learn, and I will look at the mind map and try my best to explain what the text about, and we will analyze it together. Okay, we start with the recount text. You can see here, and I will provide the picture or image of the text in the other part. The first one is recount text. Okay, there you can see the mind map. We start with the presentation. Okay, so we will talk about first communicative purpose, language features, and then structure. We will start to communicative purpose of the recount text. The first is entertain and inform the reader, and second one is retell past experiences. So if we combine these two together, so the communicative purpose of the recount text is to entertain and inform the reader about the past experiences that the writer happened in the writer life. Okay, it can be entertaining or it can be informative. Okay, the second one is language features. The first one is using past tense. As you can see on the text, the majority of the sentences in the text using past tense. You can identify them from the past form of the verb, such as you can see on the first paragraph, when I was in the 10th grade, organize. You can see the organize, join in, and then laugh, and etc. Okay, the next one is temporary connectives, such as then, after, finally, as the word to representative the consequences in the story. And the last one is personal pronouns, as we literally talk about that recount text tell about writer personal experience. Okay, the next one is the structures of the recount text. There the generic structure of the recount text is orientation, list of events, and reorientation. We will one by one look at the text I provide. Okay? The first one is orientation. Orientation is the part when the writer will introduce about the setting of the scene in the story. From the story, from the text, we will know that the story is happened in Malang, East Java. It including 50 classmates and 5 teachers of the writer. And the setting of mood in the story is nervous and excited feelings. List of events, they are event on day 1 and then event on day 2, from the Friday afternoon to Saturday. We start with the event day 1. For hours bus ride, songs and snacks, set up tents as a team, and treasure hunt second place. It's the point of what happened on that day, right? You can read the whole paragraph on the text I give you everywhere. The second day event is bonfire and night walk, morning exercise and outdoor games, pack bags and clean area. Reorientation or closing reflection of the text of the story is best experience in writer life so far and learn teamwork and independence. So these are my map I made. Let's discuss about what our comment in this text, okay? So we will start with what lacks in the text. The first one is no sensory detail. What does it mean about sensory detail? So it means that smell, sound, or textures of the environment in the story are missing. There's no specific paragraph that tells about the environment itself in details, but there's good of the setting of mood the writer built in the story, okay? The second one is sentence structure is repetitive. Most sentences follow the same subject, verb, and object pattern. The third is events in day 2 feel rushed. The morning exercise and games are barely described, so the writer not in detail tells about what happened in the exercise and the games. And the last one is no emotional reflection beyond the final paragraph. So there's no paragraph that writer tell you did each even make the writer feel something about it. Okay, so suggestion for the text is add sensory language in it. So describe even the smallest thing about if you want to make the story or your writing more interesting. Very sentence length, so you can add the length on your paragraph and with in emotional throughout. So not just at the end to make the story feel personal. Okay, we move to the next one. We move to the second text. The second text is procedure text. So this is the mind map. We will talk about how to make a pizza. It's a procedure text. I will show you the text and you can read it first before we discuss about it. Okay, we'll start with the communicative purpose of the procedure text. So procedure text is made to help and inform readers about how to make or something or complete a task. Okay, so it will tell you how to do it step by step in instruction. Next, we will talk about the language features in the procedure text. So you can see on the text is majority use imperative verbs like mix, need, bake. The verb as an action for you to do it as the instruction. And the second one is temporally connective, like then, after, finally. Like it is the word to make the transition to each sentence, to each comment or to each step. Okay, next we move to the structures. First is goal or title, what to make. Okay, There's no there is no paragraph to tell you about the goal of the text, but there is the title about how to make a pizza. Okay, the second one is ingredients or materials. As you can see on the text, there is two parts of the ingredients. The first one is the pizza dough ingredients, and the second one is tomato sauce ingredients. Okay, next we look at the steps or method. There is 10 steps. You can read on the text. Okay, so what we can conclude from the text, not conclude, what our comment. Okay, so the comment is, steps are too long and dense. Multiple actions are crammed into one step. Okay, that's the first one. And then no subsection levels to separate dough making, sauce making, and baking. So we can see from the 10 steps above, there's no part to separate them. So we don't know which part to make the pizza dough or which part to make the sauce. So it's important to make parts of your text, or if possible, you can make different text for each thing you want to make, like how to make a pizza dough or how to make a tomato sauce pizza, like that. Okay, next is technical terms like bloom the yeast are used without explanation. What is bloom the yeast? Like maybe it's the word that used in only chef or cook that knows about it. So you need to explain what it is, what it looks like, or describe what the activity is doing in that technical terms. Okay, no tips or warning. What happens if the oven is not hot enough? So we can consider a good procedure text will tell you about warnings, like what if you don't do that, or what if you do that too much. Like, it's important, in my opinion. Okay, so suggestion for the procedure text above is, first, break long steps into smaller single action steps by steps, one action per numbered point. Okay, second one is clear subheadings, making dough, preparing sauce. Like I said before, make the parts clearer. Okay, so like make the dough first, or make the parts about make the sauce, and then baking the pizza, and then combine them together. Define cooking terms briefly in parentheses for beginner readers. What I mean here is, if you want to use specific technical terms that not all people know at all levels of people, better you describe what it means. And then include a short tips section at the end for common mistake to avoid. It's good to maybe a new beginner to understand what's your recipe better. Okay, we move to the last part. It is descriptive text. Okay, it's an easy text, like its name, descriptive. I will give you is an example of the text above. The title of the text is My Best Friend Sasha. Okay, start with communicative purpose of the descriptive text. So descriptive, like its name, describing a clear picture for the reader. Provide specific information to the reader about the subject's appearance, behavior, or nature, like the definition. The language features of descriptive text is specific noun phrases and adjectives to describe, to picture, to give you an illustration of what people, what things, what place we talk about. Can be, if we talk about people, like this text, we will talk about personality and hobbies. Okay? We will move to the structure of the descriptive text. The first one is identification. Identification is a basic information to the reader about the subject that we will talk in the text. Like in the text, we will talk about Sabrina Ananda. Okay, Sabrina Ananda, or we call her Sasha. She is 16 years old. She is a classmate of the writer, lives in Cibubur, Jakarta. Okay. We move to the next structure of the text, description. We can separate the text to be the physical appearance of Sasha and personality and hobbies of Sasha. The first one is physical appearance. We can know from the text that Sasha has oval face. Sasha has oval face, round eyes, pointed nose, shiny black long hair, fair skin, slim, 160 centimeters tall, and fashionable. And we move to the personality and hobby of the Sasha. She is smart, friendly, inspires others. She has hobbies like basketball, badminton, dance, and reading. Okay, I will give you a time to read the text fully, and we will analyze together or discuss together about what the text lacks of. Let's talk about what's missing in the text. The first one is minority, okay? Minority grammar error. Like I can give an example. She really have perfect appearance. So we can see it's not have, it should be has. She really has perfect appearance, okay? Okay, the next one is personality traits are too vague. What I mean vague here, like for example, the smart and friendly are there, but without any supporting example, like how smart, how friendly. Maybe we can just take that. Okay, the writer friends is smart and friendly, but what in kind? Like, is she smart in mathematics? Or she is smart in physics, we don't know. Or in smart in art and friendly like what? Like she smile every times or anything friendly things that happen with writer. And then no closing and personality sections are not clearly separated, making it feel unorganized. So what I mean here is the part of writer explain the physical and personality of her friends is not clearly separated. It makes so maybe like my number 2 point about make a supporting example to the personality and the physical, it can be help to make the paragraphs better, like separate the paragraphs and you can give some example to the personality or the physical. Okay, that's all for our analyze and our discussion about the 3 texts. All the text I take is from the example from Ruang Guru. You can access in the link I will give you in the last of the video, and maybe we can share thoughts together. What's your thoughts? And we will compare and have a discuss in further opportunity or chance. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching and goodbye.